Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 7 couples ranked from solid. 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 7 is officially in full swing. Season 7 follows 6 Americans who decided to move abroad for love. One of the most interesting aspects of The Other Way is the adjustments the American cast members must make. While many Americans have attempted to move the other way over the years, only a few have succeeded. While some of the Season 7 couples seem like they will last, others unfortunately don't. The 6 couples featured on The Other Way Season 7 come from a variety of backgrounds. 2 of the 6 couples on Season 7 were previously featured on the 90 Day Fiancé franchise. The other 4 couples are new this season. This season's couples have several differences, with a diverse range of age gaps and countries featured across the cast. Jenny Slatten and Sumit Singh are the most solid couple of Season 7 so far. Despite their 30-year age gap and cultural differences, Jenny and Sumit are as strong as ever. Sumit's family has finally accepted Jenny, which has helped their marriage. Jenny and Sumit have also been together longer than any of the other couples this season, which highly suggests that they'll stay together long past the season. Padilla Phillips and Dylan Yindel are one of the 4 new couples featured on Season 7. The couple has been together for a decade, nearly as long as Jenny and Sumit. Padilla is moving to Tasmania, Australia to be closer to Dylan, with hopes of strengthening their relationship. Since Dylan has a past as a male stripper, Padilla has some trust issues. Despite their 20-year age difference, Padilla and Dylan seem quite compatible. They also seem to have fewer issues than the majority of the other couples this season. Greta Lynn met Matthew on a vegan dating app while vacationing in England. The two quickly fell for one another, and Greta decided to pack up her life in America to move to England for him. However, Greta's move hasn't gone as smoothly as she had hoped it would. Matthew hasn't prepared enough space for Greta, and the two are currently living in tight quarters at his parents' house. While they have their struggles, Greta and Matthew do seem to be genuinely in love. Anthony Berryman and Manon Berryman are one of the rockier couples on Season 7. The couple decided to move to Manon's home country of France with their son Benjamin to save their marriage. However, things are just as tense between Anthony and Manon in France as they were in America. Manon feels that she was the sole provider for the family, while Anthony has been solo parenting Benjamin. Anthony feels frustrated by this and isn't sure if being in France can fix things. If Anthony and Manon don't start working on their differences soon, their marriage might not last. Chloe Fabiano and Johnny Fernandez fell for one another when they met on Chloe's vacation in Aruba. After many trips to visit Johnny in Aruba, Chloe has decided to move there permanently. While she has doubts about Johnny's loyalty, Johnny has his own worries that Chloe isn't ready to settle down. There is very little trust between the couple, which is never a strong indicator that a relationship will last. If Chloe and Johnny don't get on the same page, their relationship won't survive. Luke Berry and Madeline Perez are a returning couple, however, their relationship is the least stable on the cast. After leaving everything in America to move to Colombia, Luke found out that Madeline had blocked him shortly before he got on the plane. After making amends, the couple had another huge fight over a stripper at Luke's bachelor party. Madeline ended up throwing cake at Luke and storming out. Things aren't looking good for Luke and Madeline at all. The couple is supposed to get married this season, but they may not make it to the altar. Season 7 of 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way has fans glued to their screens as new and returning couples test the limits of love, loyalty, and logistics. With culture clashes, language barriers, and emotional baggage galore, this season feels like the most unpredictable one yet. But amid all the chaos, some relationships show a surprising amount of strength while others seem seconds away from collapse. Here's a creative ranking of the Season 7 couples, from the most solid pairings to those whose love might be hanging by a Visa thread. 1. Brandon and Nikki. The calm amid chaos. Brandon and Nikki surprised everyone by becoming the most balanced couple of the season. After their rocky first run on Before the 90 Days, viewers assumed their reunion was doomed. But the pair seems to have matured. Nikki's fiery personality still clashes with Brandon's laid-back approach, yet there's a newfound patience between them. Nikki's willingness to relocate permanently and adapt to his lifestyle shows genuine commitment, while Brandon's decision to defend her against family criticism marked a turning point. Instead of explosive fights, they're communicating, sometimes even laughing about their differences. It's rare to see a 90-day couple evolve in real time, but these two might actually be the real deal. Their chemistry is still quirky, but there's a deep affection beneath their banter. Verdict: solid and surprisingly stable. 2. Sarper and Shakina. Toxic but tenacious. Let's face it, Sarper and Shakina are like the storm you can't stop watching. The Istanbul-based couple has been a roller coaster since day one, but somehow, they keep finding their way back to each other. Season 7 shows them attempting to build a domestic routine, something neither has truly experienced before. Sarper's controlling tendencies and Shakina's fierce independence still collide, but there's an undeniable magnetism. They argue passionately, but they also love just as fiercely. Their chemistry borders on dangerous, yet both seem addicted to the intensity. When Shakina talks about building a life abroad with him, you can tell she means it, even if it's chaotic. They might not be the healthiest couple, but they've found their rhythm in dysfunction. For the other way, that's practically a success story. Verdict: complicated, but strong in their own unconventional way. 3. Kenny and Armando. The gold standard. The beloved duo continues to prove that love can, in fact, conquer all. Kenny and Armando have evolved beyond the franchise's typical drama and into the poster couple for emotional maturity. While others implode under cultural or family pressure, they face issues head-on with empathy and grace. Season 7 has shown them exploring adoption and expanding their family. Their discussions are honest, sometimes raw, but never cruel. Even when cultural expectations or age differences arise, they navigate with respect. Armando's continued efforts to integrate Kenny into his Mexican roots, and Kenny's support of Armando's professional growth, have solidified them as the most grounded pair on the show. In a world of screaming matches and broken engagement rings, Kenny and Armando are proof that communication and compassion still matter. Verdict: still the gold standard for the franchise. 4. Kim and TJ. A spiritual reboot. Kim and TJ were on the brink of disaster last season, their cross-cultural clashes and emotional volatility driving them apart. But in Season 7, there's been a quiet transformation. Kim's decision to truly embrace Indian traditions rather than resist them has softened their dynamic. Meanwhile, TJ seems to have shed his defensiveness, showing patience and appreciation for her efforts. Their storyline has shifted from resentment to renewal. Kim is even bonding with TJ's family, which once seemed impossible. While their communication isn't flawless, their newfound understanding feels authentic. Viewers sense they've realized the stakes. This isn't just a reality TV romance, it's real life, with real adjustments. Their evolution from chaos to calm has been one of the season's biggest surprises. Verdict: back from the brink, growing stronger. 5. Statler and Dempsey. Love in translation. Statler and Dempsey's quirky relationship remains one of The Other Way's most fascinating experiments. This season finds them navigating rural life together, complete with compost toilets and shared financial burdens. The spark between them remains bright, but real-world challenges like communication and long-term goals are creeping in. Dempsey's calm nature balances Statler's intensity, but when insecurity strikes, the couple tends to spiral. Statler's humor sometimes masks deeper fears of inadequacy, while Dempsey's independence makes Statler feel like an outsider. Still, there's a sincerity to their connection. They're not just playing house, they're trying to make it work. They're learning that love isn't about fairy tale endings, it's about teamwork. Even with their differences, they're proving that compromise can be sexy, too. Verdict: quirky, real, and holding on tight. 6. Julio and Kirsten distance destroys. Julio and Kirsten started strong, with undeniable chemistry and big promises. But reality hit hard. Julio's indecision about moving to the Netherlands and his reluctance to commit fully has left Kirsten questioning everything. She's practical and grounded, he's dreamy but non-committal. Long-distance relationships require trust and consistency, two things they've struggled to maintain. Their video calls feel colder, their tone more formal. Even when they meet again, there's tension instead of tenderness. It's not that they don't love each other, it's that their priorities no longer align. Kirsten deserves clarity, and Julio seems too afraid to give it. Unless he makes a grand move soon, this relationship might not survive another season. Verdict: crumbling under uncertainty. 7. Danielle and Johan, round 3 of reality. If there's one couple who's exhausted the audience's patience, it's Danielle and Johan. Their relationship has been a revolving door of power struggles, money fights, and mutual resentment. Season 7 hasn't changed much, if anything, it's intensified. Danielle still seems determined to mold Johan into her version of the perfect partner, while Johan resents the imbalance of control. Every conversation turns into a debate about finances or fidelity. Their chemistry remains, but so does their mistrust. Viewers have watched them implode and reconcile so many times that the cycle feels inevitable. If they're still together by the season finale, it'll be due more to stubbornness than love. Verdict: on borrowed time again. 8. Holly and Wayne, fairy tale turned financial nightmare. Holly's dream of a South African fairy tale has turned into a rude awakening. Wayne's financial troubles and emotional volatility have cast a shadow over their once glamorous love story. Holly's optimism is fading as reality sets in money issues, safety concerns, and a complete cultural mismatch. Their chemistry hasn't disappeared, but it's buried under stress and disillusionment. Holly's family warned her about moving too fast, and now she's realizing they may have been right. Wayne, meanwhile, feels trapped and emasculated, leading to constant defensiveness. It's hard to root for a couple when every scene feels like the calm before another explosion. Verdict: cracking under pressure. 9. Mary and Brandon, codependency unraveled. Mary and Brandon have gone from teenage infatuation to marital meltdown in record time. What began as a sweet, if clingy, romance has become an exhausting display of control and paranoia. Season 7 exposes the consequences of their overdependence, jealousy, isolation, and an ever-shrinking sense of individuality. Mary's insecurities and Brandon's lack of boundaries make for explosive television but an unstable relationship. Every argument feels like déjà vu, circling back to the same trust issues. Their communication is reactive rather than reflective, and love alone isn't enough to fix that. Unless they seek serious help or space from each other, their relationship may implode before the cameras even stop rolling. Verdict: a ticking emotional time bomb. Final thoughts. 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way. Season 7 has given viewers a full buffet of human emotion, from deep devotion to utter dysfunction. What makes this season so captivating isn't just the drama, it's the authenticity. For every couple on the brink of collapse, there's another rediscovering why they fell in love in the first place. At the top, couples like Brandon and Nikki, and Kenny and Armando remind fans that growth and compromise can keep a relationship thriving across continents. At the bottom, duos like Mary and Brandon show the painful cost of insecurity and immaturity. As the season unfolds, one thing's clear: in the world of The Other Way, love isn't measured by how picture perfect it looks, it's about who's willing to fight for it when the cameras stop rolling.